All right, good afternoon and welcome back. Okay, 1 second. Can everybody hear me? I'm sure you can. So, good afternoon and welcome back to the YouTube live session from Enguru. I'm your educator, your trainer. My name is Xenia. So every week, the time is not really fixed, but we try giving you a notification in advance. When are we going to go live? This week, the topic is the most confusing words in English. Now, when I talk about these confusing words, they can be either verbal or they can also be when you are writing. Thankfully, we all have autocorrect on our systems, on our phone, on our laptops, when we're writing emails. But even autocorrect fails when you are using words which may sound right. For example, KNEW, new, right? And NEW is also new. Example, I'm writing an email to you and I say, I knew this. Now, if I write NEW, autocorrect will not object to it. It would still be okay because new is acceptable. But the context of my email will change because I intended to write, I knew it. That means I had information about it. So I should have ideally written KNEW. So today in this session that we're going to have, so those of you join live, hi, welcome. Good to see you here. Today's session is all about words which autocorrect will not correct for you because the spelling is correct. However, the context in which you are writing it may be wrong. So let's start with the first word. Like I've already told you about KNEW and NEW. New is the past tense of no, and NEW new means anything which is brand new. I love my new jacket. If I end up writing KNEW, the sentence is like, what is she writing about? Okay, so you got to be careful. So the first word that we have done today is KNEW and NEW. KNEW means the past tense of know. I know this, I knew this, she knew this. NEW means something which is absolutely fresh. This is a new jacket. My laptop is new. All right. The second word that we are going to talk about is TO and TOO. Two and two. This session is designed to teach you about the most confusing words in English. So here I'm using TO. The weather is too cold. TOO. Okay. Now, when you're writing and like you when you're speaking also, the pronunciation will differ a little. Like TO is just two, but TOO is two. This is too cold. He's too handsome. She's too beautiful. Enguru is too good. English is too complicated. So, when you are writing, be careful that you know, like I said at the beginning of the session, those who are just joining, when you are writing, it may appear okay to you. Autocorrect will not correct it because TO and TOO both are correct. Hi, Nagarjuna, good to see you here. I hope you're doing well. But I believe, Nagarjuna, it's raining too heavily in Andhra Pradesh, so you need to be careful. All right. So if you're listening to me, we just started the session about 4 minutes ago. And today I'm teaching you about the most confusing words in English. The first one that I did is KNEW and NEW. KNEW is the past tense of no, and NEW new is something brand new, like something fresh. The second word, second set of words, Nagarjuna and others that I did is TO2. Two is an awesome. That's wonderful to know, Nagarjuna. The whole country is going through a very bad time. It's raining exceptionally heavily across most states. I mean, I think most states are on red alert. So it's better to be safe, with the COVID cases going up and it's raining. I pity the poor people. I don't know how they must be managing. Okay, so TO2 is a preposition, and to is one preposition that we use extensively in our day to day conversation. Nagarjuna is here to learn English. Nagarjuna, it is raining too heavily in India. TOO. Okay, so TOO2 we use when you're talking about something extreme. This is too hot. This is too cold. He's too short tempered. So TOO is to emphasize on something very. Instead of saying he's very short tempered, I can say he's too short tempered. So again, be careful about that. The third word that I have for you is flaunt. FLAUNT and flout. FLOUT. Nagarjuna, do you know the difference between these two words, flaunt and flout? You can write it on the chat. I'll be waiting for you. Flaunt and flout. What is the difference between these two words? Okay, flaunt. FLAUNT. Flaunt means to show off. I went out to the party to flaunt my new car. That means to show off. Flout. Flout means to break rules. Most people flout the traffic rules in Bangalore. That means to break. So, Nagarjuna, I'm glad you're here with me. You would definitely benefit from it. So, FLAUNT, flaunt, means to show off. Like there's a very common saying in English, if you have it, flaunt it. That means if you have something, if you have a talent, if you have something wonderful, if you are gifted with many talents, show off. Flaunt means to show off. FLOUT, flout, means to break rules. Okay, Bangalore is well known for people to flout traffic rules. That means to break traffic rules. Okay, so Nagarjuna, for your benefit, so far we've done three set of words. The first was KNEW, new, and NEW. The second one we did was TO2 and TOO. Okay, so KNEW, new, is the past tense of no, and NEW is the meaning something brand new, fresh. TO is an important preposition that we use in a day to day conversation. And TOO is to show extreme of something, like too hot, too cold, too handsome, too beautiful, too rich. The third word that we did, Nagarjuna, is flaunt, FLAUNT, which means to show off, and flout, FLOUT, is to break rules. So far we've done three sets. Nagarjuna, if you are listening, you can write them down in your notebook and make sure that you use these words as and when needed. Okay. The next one that I have is slightly complicated. Latter and later. LATTER, latter, and LATER, later. Later you need know, right, Nagarjuna? Later means later on. I'll come later, after some time. I was supposed to meet Nagarjuna for lunch, but I will meet him later. That means after some time, postponing it, pushing it forward. Latter, LATTER, latter means Nagarjuna and I went for coffee. The latter paid the bill. Nagarjuna and I went for coffee. The latter paid the bill. Who paid the bill? Was it Nagarjuna or was it I? It was I. So LATTER, latter, means the second person. All right. I don't know if I'm allowed to write over here, but I think we will go ahead and write. So let's just put it down. So first one we did is new and new. The second one we did is 2/2. The third one we did is flaunt, FLA, so that later if you're looking at this video, you don't get confused and especially miss out the spellings. Third one we did is flaunt and flout. All right. And the one that I just told you was latter and later. In fact, a lot of people also get confused with letter. Latter, Latter, latter means later on, on a later date, on a futuristic date. Latter, latter means the second person. Nagarjuna and Shivraj went for lunch. The latter paid the bill. So we're talking about Shivraj. I saw a red and a black dress. I bought the latter. That means I bought the black dress. So latter is always talking about the second thing. Letter, appointment letter, resignation letter, love letter. What else? What are the letters? I don't know. I can't think of any other letter. So letter means letter. All right, great. So I hope Nagarjuna you are able to understand, and those of you who are going to watch this video later on, these are very common words that we often use and we often get confused. So we should know and remember, the best part is that, or the trickiest part over here is that autocorrect will not object to this, because according to autocorrect, this word exists in the dictionary. But when you're writing in the context of what you're writing, it will never ever match. For example, I am writing this letter to you. If I replace the letter with latter, the sentence changes. It changes the entire meaning. Nobody will be able to understand you. So be careful about that. The next set of words that I'm going to talk about is than and there. Than and then. Than. Than we use for comparison. Um, this is more expensive than that one. Whenever we are comparing two things, learning English is more easier than learning French. Okay, just an example. Maybe French is easier, I don't know. So, than, THA and than, we use when we are comparing two things. Okay, this is cheaper than this. Delhi is more polluted than Bangalore. Um, let's say New York is more modern than Delhi. So, than is comparison. Whereas THE and then we're talking about a time. I was going to the market, then I saw the blue sky. That means you're talking about a moment, you're talking about a time. So than is comparison. Then we are talking about, hey Vino, good to see you, Rose. I hope you're enjoying the weather. All right. So there's someone else who has joined who's not yet said hi to me. So hi. Okay. Good afternoon, Rose. Rose, for your benefit, I've been typing the words that I'm discussing in the class. So today's topic is most confusing words, which may sound all right when you're speaking, but while writing, they can change the entire meaning of your sentence. Hence, we are focusing on that. See, spoken English, English as a language also includes written English, right? When you're writing emails to someone, you don't want to be in a false position. Okay. The next one that I'm going to do is THERE. Just one second. THERE. And the next set is THEIR. There and there. So THERE, there, we are talking about a place. I'm going there. Okay. Where is the market? There is the market. So you're talking about a location, a specific place. Whereas, yes, Rose, you're right. Eight and eat, eight and eight, they sound the same. She's given a good example. Whereas THEIR, there, we talk about belongingness. We talk about when it belongs to someone. This is their house. This is their pet dog. This is their car. So THEIR, that means theirs. In Hindi, we say unka. THERE, there means waha. Okay. There is the market. There is the mall. There, that is Vino. Yes, Rose, you're absolutely right. CNC. Wow, Vino, I like the way you're giving me examples, Rose. Very good examples. So these are words which may sound correct to the ear, which may sound all right when you're speaking, but while writing, they can be a disaster. Hmm? All right, good. Now, the next one that we're going to do is buy and buy. BY, buy. By the way, I am teaching you the most confusing words in English. BY. BUY, buy. I am going to buy a BMW. Sounds good. I like the idea. Okay. So by and buy. Buy. There's also, of course, bye, buy. I buy the vegetables. Yes, Rose, very good example. Where did you buy the vegetables? I bought the vegetables by the roadside. That means near the road. So you got to be careful about that. All right. So far we've done new and new, two and two, flaunt and flout, from the supermarket. Very good. Later, and letter, and than and then. And then we also did there and there. And now we did buy and buy. Another common word that is often mispronounced is bought and brought. Bought and brought. Bought. What is bought? Rose and Nagarjuna, can you tell me what is bought and what is brought? Any idea? Bought and brought. So bought is the past tense of buy. I will buy a BMW. My father bought a BMW. So bought is the past tense. Whereas brought is the past tense of bring. I will bring some roses for Vino Rose. Vino Rose brought some roses for me. So, bought and brought, even while speaking, sometimes I bought, I brought. It can be completely misleading. It will completely change the meaning of the sentence, the context. This is what we call as context. If you're reading a sentence, by reading it, you should be able to understand what is the author trying to talk about. But if we end up making these silly mistakes, these trivial errors, then it becomes very confusing. Like, uh, where did this come from? You lose context, you lose interest. Okay, so Rose says, I brought the books. That means you got it from someone. I brought the books from the shop. I brought the books from the school. But when you say bought, it means you paid money for it. All right. I hope that everybody is able to understand. And as you watch this video, make sure that when you write specifically, careful about your spellings. All right. The next one that we're going to do is cereal and cereal. Cereal and cereal, they sound the same, right? Yes, they do. But that's why they're confusing. So first is just a second. All right. cereal, cereal, which is we eat in the morning. Like, you have muesli and you have cornflakes in the morning. Okay. Cereals. Okay. And the second one is serial. Seirl. That's a TV program. I think a lot of now, of course, times have changed, but earlier, let's say 10 years ago, people were hooked or people were addicted to TV serials. Kyunki Saas Bhi Bahu Thi, and oh, so many of them, I don't even remember. Okay. What is that? Ulta Pulta Chashma. There's something, right, that comes on the TV, one Gujarati serial. Okay. So, cereal and cereal. Now, when you're seeing it, it sounds the same. Cereal. I'm going to have cereals for breakfast. Oh, I was watching a lot of serials last week. Okay. I bought some goods. Bought means buying. Absolutely right, Nagarjuna. You are a hero. Very good. And Rose, that is the next one that I was going to talk about. Dessert and desert. There's a spelling difference. Desert. Desert. Desert means a place with only sand, like the Thar Desert, the Sahara Desert, the Gobi Desert. Okay. But when you're talking about the sweet dish that we have after our meals, that is pronounced as dessert. So Dessert, but the correct pronunciation is Dzurt. Okay, let me put that down for you so it's easy to remember. Thank you, Rose, for bringing that up. You just helped me out. So the spelling, and I'm going to put the pronunciation in the bracket so that you can use it later on. So first is desert, second is dessert. Okay, I love to have. So Nagarjuna and Rose, you can tell me which is your favorite dessert? Like my favorite dessert is gulab jamun with vanilla ice cream. Okay, you can tell me what's your favorite dessert. Great, we're going good. And I hope that those of you going to be watching this video, remember, learning English can be tiring if you do not understand the difference between these words and how we pronounce it. However, it can be less complicated if you practice. Serious is conflicts or sometimes. Yes, absolutely right, Nagarjuna. You are 100% right. But with Enguru live classes, which we conduct over 15 hours in a day and 365 days of the year, and each of these classes are live classes, you get an opportunity to come into a classroom, you get an opportunity to speak, to get corrected, to learn, and go back. Isn't that wonderful? You know, most of us don't speak in English because in our mind we have this really big block of, doubt about ourselves, a feeling of getting judged. It's all right, we all make mistakes. And remember, I'm proud that I'm an Indian. We Indians are perfect in our mother tongue. English is not our mother tongue, and we are trying to learn by regular practice. For regular practice, we need an environment, we need people around us who can speak in English, which is sadly not available. Hence, Enguru gives you that opportunity. Yes, Rose, you're right. The serial is everybody every day watching on TV. Nagarjuna, the sentence could be every day we watch serials on the TV. Okay, you just need to work on your sentence formation. Rose, very good example, some and some. All right. So as we do these live sessions with Enguru on YouTube and Instagram, all we need to do is become conscious while we speak or while we write. English as a language needs practice. So after every Enguru class or a live session, you can just take a pen and paper and write down, well, I learned this, this, this. Then and make a conscious effort to use it. All right. I hope that helped. The next set of words, so Rose and Nagarjuna, you've been fantastic audience. It's just two of you, and you are so encouraging. I'm so happy that you're here. The next one that we're going to, I like non-veg items on my own cooking. Wow, Nagarjuna, that sounds good. You're a luck. Your wife is going to be a lucky woman. Yes, we know. Rose, let me go ahead. You have a doubt. Put it up over there. I'll help you out. And the next word that we're going to do is peace and peace. Recently, I heard someone telling me, I want some peace in my life, and he wrote PIECE. I was like, what kind of pieces does he want in his life? But what he meant is peace means shanti. No running around, no running around. Okay, but I want a piece of cake. Rose, do you like cakes? If yes, you should have a piece of cake. Okay, so PIECE and PEACE. Okay, non-veg items and fruits. Okay, all right, Rose, go ahead. I'm looking at your chat also. So peace and peace. Peace means a small bit of something. PEACE is quiet, peacefulness. Okay, I need peace of mind. Or Bangalore is a city which is very peaceful. Okay, but PIECE means a bit of something. I want a piece of cake. I want a piece of the sandwich. I want a piece of land. Like when there's a huge property, you want a piece of that. Yes, Rose, absolutely perfect. Rose, you can put your feedback over there. I'm looking at it. You said you've registered with the Enguru app. If there is something that can help you with, we may connect with you after this class, after the session, and we'll definitely like to help you out. So, Nagarjuna, going good. So far we've done a couple of words, and one of the last words that I want to do is QUITE and QUIET. Can some now Rose and Nagarjuna, can you tell me the difference? QUITE and QUIET. What is the difference between these two? Bangalore is a quiet place. Bangalore is quite quiet. Ouch, that was so confusing. Can you tell me the difference, Rose and Nagarjuna, if you're still around? What is the difference between QUITE and QUIET? So QUIET means quiet. Shh, be quiet. Like a library is a very quiet place. Quite, on the other hand, it means a lot. Okay, like Nagarjuna and Rose are quite smart. A lot. Okay, so Nagarjuna says, I want peace, soul, let out to go. So yes, you can go out, no problem, Nagarjuna. So now, if you look back, those of you are going to be following this later on, these are words which are extremely common. Neither of these are complicated words. However, while writing, if we write these incorrectly, it can change the entire meaning of your sentence. Yes, Rose, you're right, it means calm. Make sure that you practice writing. Even if there is autocorrect, we all are extremely dependent on autocorrect today. I know I am dependent. Read the sentence twice, thrice, four times, five times before you click on the send button, either on WhatsApp or on your phone or on your email. Because if you have written an incorrect word which is not related to the context, it can change the meaning of the sentence. So avoid it. You don't want to be in an embarrassing situation. This the piece is asking only one part of the full item. Yes, Nagarjuna, you're right. One part of it. Like you don't ask for the entire cake. You want a piece of the cake. You want a piece of the land. You want a piece of the sandwich. So piece like a bit, not the entire thing. So while we practice speaking in English, we must also practice writing in English. Read your sentences five times to ensure what you have written is what you want to mean. I knew this, KNEW. This is too hot, TOTOO. Okay. I want a gulab jamun for dessert or dessert. Okay. So, you will find this in a lot of weddings, or menu card of really not so great restaurants. If you go, and there's so many jokes about it. Okay. Like, for example, BEER and BEAR, beer and bear, chilled bear available. I have seen this in so many, funny things, WhatsApp messages that keep run. You can't have a bear, you can drink a chilled beer. So one spelling mistake and people make a joke out of it. I'm sure you don't want to be in that embarrassing situation. Yes, Nagarjuna, you're going good. So please make sure while speaking, be careful about your pronunciation. If you don't know the pronunciation, no problems. You can just go on Google, type the word over there, and there is an option to play the pronunciation. Listen to it five times, you'll pick it up. Option number two, attend Enguru live classes. Quiet is stop the meeting or issue. Quiet is stop the meeting or issue. Nagarjuna, I didn't get that sentence. Maybe you want to rephrase it for me. So make sure that you write on a regular basis. Read also. When you read, then you understand the context of words. How does this word fit in over here? All right. And that is what will eventually help you to improve your English. Learning English takes time. Definitely, it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. All right. But constant working on it, perseverance, giving it your 100% is what will help you. So, Rose and Nagarjuna, you've been fantastic audience. You've been very encouraging and you've been extremely active in this chat today. I hope that this has helped both of you. And the ones who want to view this later on also, I hope this helps you, because autocorrect will not change the context of a sentence for you. It is you who has to decide. It is you who has to decide that what do I want others to think about me when I write something. So, all the best. I hope everybody stays safe. Don't forget to wear your mask. COVID numbers are going up. It is raining too heavily across the country. Stay safe wherever you are. Do not step out unless it's absolutely necessary. And keep encouraging us. Keep following us on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. If you're interested in learning English in an easy, interactive, fun way, please feel free to join Enguru live classes. We will do our classes from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. Yes, Rose, I will connect with you just immediately after this. I want to understand what really happened. So we conduct classes 15 hours every day, 365 days of the year, which means you really don't need to look for the right time or the right date. You could just start ASAP whenever you're ready. All right. So thank you, everybody, and see you soon. Nagarjuna and Rose, all the best. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon again. Bye bye. Adios.